troopers are urging teen drivers to be safe on the road. AAA says that there were more than 10,000 car crashes involving teens. You're going to make sure that you have that one proof of identity or date of birth. You're also going to want to need one proof of full social security number. At SBI, they are investigating a deputy involved shooting. Why is the pool not drained or covered up? Ma'am, excuse me. The Confederate monument is no longer standing here at the corner of Liberty and 4th Street in downtown Winston-Salem. I mean, take a look for yourself. Strong winds ripped off a large part of this roof. This tree is definitely uprooted. And then even over here, we have more damage. Just all of these trees just basically snapped in half. Burglars, they love to enter right through your front door. Let's take a quick look right now at the home burglaries right here in Greensboro. We have the 5 list of demands right there. This is exactly what educators are marching for. Tell me your name.
Phyllis Nassar.
And why exactly did you decide to participate in this rally? Obviously, since I'm at the court, you're gonna, of course, see me shoot a hoop. Kobe, let's get it up in, okay. Shaq, all right. Steph Curry with the shot, all right. It only takes a matter of seconds.
Be sure you keep an eye on them while they're swimming.
The American Red Cross says a child or weak swimmer can drown in the time it takes to reply to a text, check a fishing line, or apply sunscreen.
Learn how to swim.
Safety experts say swim lessons are one of the best ways to reduce the risk of drowning.
If you have children, either teach them how to swim yourself or take them and sign them up for swimming lessons.
Drowning is one of the top causes of death for children. New guidance says swim lessons can help children after age 1. And if you happen to have a pool at home, it should be surrounded by a 4-foot fence and a locked gate.
Make sure your children and any friends that they have over ask your permission before they go get in the pool.
Keep in mind, drowning can happen to anyone, anywhere there's water. That includes pools, hot tubs, the beach, lakes, streams, and even bathtubs. If you plan on beating the heat this spring by taking a dip in the pool,
always have a buddy with you. Even if you're an adult, have a buddy with you, because anything could happen at any time.
More than 2,300 women took a step to fight cancer on Saturday.
It's amazing, the support that you see, pink everywhere.
The Women's Only raised nearly $92,000 to help women in the triad detect breast cancer and receive support during treatment.
I was 33. I found a lump in my breast, went to the doctor, got my tests, came back cancerous.
Sarah Rich celebrated life at the event. She will be a 1-year cancer survivor next month.
I'm actually stage 3 on the border of stage 4. So being cancer-free is, you're never really cancer-free with that stage, but I just live every day as best I can.
God has blessed me to live another 8 years.
Teresa Henry showed up with a heart filled with thankfulness. She's participated in the 5K walk and run 8 times.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was a traumatic experience, but he gave me 8 years more, so I am so thankful.
Cancer made me see everything differently, made me see life differently. Once you're faced with death, you see everything differently.
The Uwharrie Volunteer Fire Department proudly flies the Confederate flag on fire station property.
The flag's not hurting a thing. We are not a racist department. We are not in any way members or department as a whole.
Montgomery County Commissioners, however, say the flag is divisive.
Board of Commissioners stated their position that they did think the flag was inappropriate and requested of the fire department for it to come down.
County commissioners gave volunteer firefighters an ultimatum. In a written letter, commissioners say firefighters will lose full funding unless the flag is removed. The county says firefighters will only receive money for fuel and maintenance for 2 county-owned fire trucks.
We're not looking for restrictions. We're looking for support from the county. We're not getting paid. We're volunteering all of our time and energy to keep our community safe, and this is the thanks we get, is the way the fire department feels.
The Board of Commissioners recognize the position they are in to find a middle ground to send the appropriate message in relation to that flag, and yet at the same time not to jeopardize the well-being of the residents of Montgomery County.
We'd love to work with the county and for them to support us, but we don't feel like we're going to move on the issue of taking down the flag. We're not going to move on the issue of taking down the flag.
A day of action. A sea of red marched on the grounds of the North Carolina Association of Educators headquarters towards the General Assembly in downtown Raleigh.
Somebody has to do it, and if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for the kids. We are their voice.
For the second year in a row, thousands of teachers from across the state rallied to push lawmakers to fully fund public schools.
Just as we teach our kids to be advocates, we need to be advocates ourselves.
They've got to listen to us. And if they don't, then we know what other avenues to take come voting time.
The top 5 demands are clear, with another concern being safety.
It's important for all of us to support public education. We certainly have to support safety in our schools. We have to demand it.
More than 1,300 educators with Guilford County Schools backed the list of NCAE demands. Teachers boarded buses from Greensboro to the capital city to make their voices heard.
We see our students daily. We know what they're facing, and we know what they're going to have to face later.
We have to stand up to the political boardrooms and the bureaucrats here in North Carolina and say enough is enough.